Wow, according to my Goodreads, I read 365 books this year. 365 books. Did I ball it? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Book Time with Elvis with me, Mark. And no, I didn't. I certainly did not read 600, or I certainly didn't read 600. I didn't read 365 books either, nor did I read 165 books. I managed so far, at the time of recording, 85. 5 books short, with just 10 days left, maybe 11 days left of the year. Can I do it? Well, if I was as amazing as a lot of people seem to be in BookTube, then yeah, it would be easy. I could polish off I could polish off 5 books in 5 days, no worries. And that's why I'm making the video, because I want you to tell me how you, if you are one of these amazing people, can read so much in a year. I've been seeing people throwing around, 150 books, 175 books, 230 books read in the year. How on earth is it possible? I can't imagine. Okay, maybe you're retired. Fine. But even if you're retired, you still have other things to do, don't you? I mean, excuse me, you have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to do various other things, you have to go out from time to time. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're a recluse. You have everything delivered. You never meet a single person. You just read, literally, all the time. I don't see how it's possible. What are people reading? Pamphlets? you know? Joking aside, though, I think it's wonderful if you manage that, if you can do that, and maybe I'm choosing the wrong types of books, or I don't think I'm a super slow reader. I'm certainly not the fastest reader, and maybe some of you who are managing these fantastic numbers are the type of person who can speed read or skim read or this kind of thing. But I don't know if that's. I mean, do you really get the same value from the reading as other people who read normally? I do sub vocalize. I can't stop it. I sub vocalize all the time. I sub vocalize at night. I mean, I always wake up thinking I've not slept. So it's one of my many issues. But yeah, I just wanted to make this relatively short video because it just astounds me when people say that. Now, okay, possibly I could have made 100 books this year, possibly, if I hadn't read some chunkers, and if I had completely got rid of any social life whatsoever, then it may have been possible to get to 100. But anything more than that, I don't know. I mean, I suppose the type of book. I mean, if you're including audiobooks, which I believe you're entitled to do. I mean, I am one of these people who doesn't believe that you can use the term read or read in reference to an audiobook, because it's, in that respect, it's completely different. I mean, you are not reading it, you are listening to it. But it means, for want of a better word, that you have read that book if you listened. If you listen to the audiobook, you can tick it off your Goodreads if you've listened to the audiobook, and that's what it comes down to, I suppose, at the end. But it certainly isn't reading. If somebody else is reading it to you, you're listening to a book. But you can count it. As far as I'm concerned, don't worry, everybody. You have my permission. You can totally count it. But I mean, even then, again, maybe I'm picking up wrong audiobooks. I mean, I don't like to buy or get the Audible audiobooks for books that are too short, because I want to make sure I get my money's worth from my monthly credit. So I do tend to get big ones, but I rarely can listen for long stretches at a time. I mean, if I'm not doing anything, then I'm probably will fall asleep, and if I'm doing something, then my own thoughts or whatever somehow block out a bit of the audiobook, and I miss things, and I have to go back and start again from where I last was. But I really want to know. I want to know in the comments how many books you've read this year, and if you've read more than me, which I imagine a lot of you have. So if you've read at the moment more than 85 books, how did you do it? Let me know. Are you a speed reader? Are you listening to audiobooks on times 10 speed, or Are you reading? Are you reading pamphlets or brochures and including those in your totals? I just really want to know, and I'm not. I'm certainly not being meaning to be offensive to anyone who's done it, and I don't doubt you because I'm sure. I know this community. There's no. Um, there's no point in just making up numbers. But yeah, as I say, I'm just really eager to know your your tactics for reading these vast numbers of books. I mean, when you average some of them out, it's like finishing a book every 2 to 3 days throughout an entire year. Which okay, I understand you can read. I mean, when I wasn't working and I was living in Germany for a bit, I had a few months off where I wasn't really doing much, and I didn't have so much money, so I spent a lot of time in the flat I had there, and I was able to polish off a John Grisham a day or something like that. But even then, I couldn't have maintained that throughout 365 days. So yeah, let me know. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Bye.